Have you come across any of the accusations that Brigham Young had anything to do with ordering the massacre? Some critics claim this was somehow connected to the vow some people made to avenge Joseph Smith's blood. Can you speak to that?
So there is no contemporary evidence of that, but there was not evidence in 1875 or in 1857 that Brigham Young ordered it. Bill Bagley wrote his book, Blood of the Prophets, which was published in 2002, and he was certain that Brigham Young ordered the massacre. He believed that Brigham Young meeting with Native leaders from southern Utah on the 1st of September was the smoking gun that he told them to go inexplicably to go and pick out this immigrant train and to slaughter them. But Massacre at Mountain Meadows demonstrated that the earliest that any of those Native leaders left Salt Lake was September 8th, and that's not enough time to get back to southern Utah, to make those 300 miles to southern Utah by the 11th, and B, the lead up to the massacre was already underway by September 8th. So to put credence in those assumptions, there's not the information that there is today. To get a runner to Brigham Young takes 3 days. If you've got multiple horses to ride flat out to get to Salt Lake, it's going to take 36 hours to get there. And so you have to believe in all sorts of conspiracies to make that an actual thing. But I think that this tells us something about just how effective fake news is because the narrative shifts in the first trial. And by the time, so John D. Lee's first trial is in 1875. By the time that Brigham Young dies in 1877, almost two years and a month later, the narrative have shifted, and half of, not every obituary of Brigham Young, but at least half of the obituaries of Brigham Young include that he ordered the Mountain Meadows Massacre. That in those 2 years, that narrative shifts entirely, and we still have that narrative today.
Totally without evidence.
And it is, and Robert Baskin, who is arguing that, I mean, his closing argument is a ridiculous 6-hour diatribe against Brigham Young. But later on, when he becomes friendly again with the Latter-day Saints, he'll say, yeah, we didn't have any evidence that would tie Brigham Young to it. But he was very persuasive, and his arguments were very effective.